Now, today is the 10th anniversary of the MH370 disappearance, and we're getting a hint that the search could be reopened. What do you make of the Malaysian PM's comments with regards to that?
Well, this 10th anniversary of MH370, it is for many people one of the great aviation mysteries of our time. But of course, for the families, it is a remaining deep personal loss and one in which trying to solve that mystery would bring some closure, some understanding around that loss. So if there are things that can be done, if there is evidence that shows greater new searches could make a difference, then of course that ought to be pursued, and we would give full support to Australia assisting, providing additional resources where there's credible evidence and viable pathways to restore that search and to try to bring some point of closure to those families who still feel that loss, as well as providing answers to this enormous and great aviation mystery.
I want to talk about Sweden's new accession into NATO. It's giving up decades of neutrality now to join NATO. To what extent is this going to lead to more possibility of conflict, or does it contain any potential aggression by Russia?
It's essential we recognise the role that deterrence plays in relation to how we avoid conflict. Deterrence works hand in hand with diplomacy, and it's why Australia's got to make sure we lift our game in terms of defence investment, defence capability, defence preparedness, to make sure we are a strong ally and partner with others to create that deterrence framework. And it's why strengthening NATO is also so important, because Sweden joining NATO, alongside Finland having joined NATO, provides for a stronger NATO, and a stronger NATO provides for greater deterrence against Russia or any other adversary or foe from initiating further conflict, because they know that they would be initiating conflict against a bigger, stronger, more united and powerful NATO. And when Vladimir Putin invaded Ukraine, he was hoping to weaken NATO. He was hoping to reduce the scope of NATO, but in fact his actions have indeed been counterproductive to those interests or those ambitions he had. He has actually only served to reunite NATO, to expand NATO's footprint, and to strengthen the resource and commitments being made to NATO, which is very, very important. And it's also why I hope to see Australia continue to play a bigger partnership role with NATO alongside the other Indo-Pacific 4 nations, Japan, South Korea and New Zealand, as important partners in dialogue and important partners in investing with NATO partners in areas of defence capability, defence technology, and in direct support of Ukraine and continuing to fight back Russia's illegal and immoral invasion.
Thank you so much. Let's do hope that we are heading for more peaceful times instead of otherwise. Thanks for your time, Simon.